Hey, everybody. Welcome to the new Colossus sessions. My name is Brad Wagner. I'm your host. We are live normally from New York, but we're in Nashville right at the moment, and we're lucky enough to be joined by Glüme from Los Angeles. Glüme, thank you for being here.
Hello.
You look tremendous.
Thank you.
This looks excellent. Yeah, man. The tree in the back, the whole
Roommate.
roommate. That's cool, man. At least the dog made it in here too. I like the looks of
Oh,
that dog.
yeah.
So you have sent over a couple of recorded performances, and the first one that's coming up is Body. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the clip we're about to see?
Yeah, I was going to go for a walk the other night and sing it live, and it was really cold, so it was a car performance instead. So I just drove around LA and sang the song. So,
All right,
yeah.
so here it is, Body.
Feel your body below your mind, away from words and tension. Feel the sun get in your eyes, needed intervention. In your body, below the sky, there's no division. And the water that leaves your eyes returns to heaven. I am breathing, I am listening, I can see, I can feel, I am breathing. I'm not whispering, it's a scream. Can't you hear my body talk? Feel your blood rush to your thighs. Another body listens. Is it enough to be alive inside my prison? I am breathing, I am listening, I can see, I can feel, I am bleeding, I'm not whispering, it's a scream. Can't you hear my body talk? The natural state is what have I done? Things that I love or kill me, what have I done? The natural state is what have I done? Things that I love or kill me, what have I done? I'm breathing, I'm listening, I can see, I can feel, I'm bleeding, I'm not whispering, it's a scream. Can't you hear my body? I am breathing, I'm listening, I can see, I can feel, I'm bleeding, I'm not whispering, it's a scream. Can't you hear? I'm bleeding, I'm whispering, I can see, I can feel, I'm bleeding, I'm not whispering, it's a scream. Can't you hear my body talk?
All right, thanks for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
That's fun, man. How did was that just recorded on that thing, on that mic, on the headphone piece?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Like some of
It's a good mic.
yeah, totally. Like the S's and like it was crisp. Did you do anything to it after the fact, or was that just seriously how it came through into that thing?
No, it's literally how it came out. I had done it walking down the street earlier during the day, and I was like, oh, that'd be fun to do something, because it's weird with these live performances, during COVID, you kind of are like tired of just like sitting in your room doing karaoke, and you're like, I want to do something like interesting so people don't get bored. And so I was like, I'll walk through like downtown LA or something. And then I was like, no, it's freezing. And so we got in the car, and then I was like, oh, I'll just blast the song in the car, and then I'll sing into this little headphone mic, and it worked. So yeah.
I think you nailed the mix. That was fun for an impromptu thing. That was totally enjoyable. And we were
Cool.
Can you talk about so I know you're at work on an album that's coming out on Italians Do It Better at some point in 2021. Can you talk about where you're at in that process?
We are the songs are pretty much done, and it's kind of getting to the point where we're kind of sitting down and deciding what makes the cut, who stays and who goes home. So yeah, that's about where we're at.
All right. Well, we'll stay tuned for when that comes out into the world. We've got, let's see, it's going to take me a second to set up the next clip. But while I'm doing that, could you set up I think we're doing Don't At Me next, or do you want to do Santa Baby? What do you feel like?
Whatever you feel like.
I've got Don't At Me.
Just do it. Yeah. Let's do it. That is a music video that you guys are playing, and it's dramatic. It's a dramatic video.
It's still going to take me another second here. I got like 10 seconds
Okay.
before I'm able to actually. No, this is working right now, right? Yeah,
There it
it's going to be
is.
the same. It's going to be the same thing between the second and the third video. It's going to take a second to set it up, but all right, Glüme, Don't At Me. Here we go.
All right.
I don't wanna make amends. I don't wanna make amends. I don't wanna make amends. I wanna make a mess. I don't wanna make amends. I wanna make a mess. I don't wanna pretend. Yeah, I wanna make a mess. I don't wanna make amends. I can play defense with a record off the court. I didn't want your man. No, I didn't want your man. But I could play him like a sport. I don't wanna make a
All right. Thank you. Man, that looked like it probably was a ton of fun to shoot. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
David Lynchy vibe in the beginning of it on the road, and then it sort of morphed into something. It reminded me of that Ryan Gosling movie Drive, kind of. It had a similar aesthetic. Like the music had something that reminded me of it. And some of the colors too. How does that process work for you when you make a video like that? Like, do you take a concept to a director and say, "Do that"? Is it somebody? Do you hand them the song and say, "Do whatever you want," or how did it work in this case?
I generally I work with the roommate that walked by earlier. He's a cinematographer and directs it, and we kind of come up with the ideas together. And sometimes Johnny Jewel at my label will have a vision as well, and we all just kind of talk. Um, I came up with this one, presented it to him because it was something kind of personal to me. Um, and I had just heard Lady Gaga's like intro. She has like a monologue at the beginning of one of her songs talking about how trauma and memories and things, how you like repaint your memories, and things that bad thing like fill in all the ugly holes in your past and look at it a new way. And I was like really intrigued by that. So I was like, I kind of want to think about making music videos, and repainting memories I can't look at or I don't want to think about in a way that that I can face and look at and be like, oh, it's beautiful now. It looks like this now. But I was in a really bad car accident, and I can't think about it. And now I actually feel a lot more at peace about it. And so I think like reliving it, but in like an artistic way, in a way that I could control and I could see and be like, you know, I don't know. It worked. So and then I got the cool outfit and that's my car. We got like a rotating car sound stage, and that was super fun.
Yeah. I think that's awesome. I mean, I think it works from any level of interpretation. I mean, I appreciate you telling the story about everything that's behind it. It works at that level. But if you didn't know anything about your past, it works from a purely aesthetic standpoint too.
Yeah, well, that's hopefully the goal. Is it's not just like self-flagellation, but it's
Yeah.
like yeah. But that was what inspired it, and so and the song was from a similar time as well. So it just worked out that way, and we wanted to make a weird indoor car crash happen. So yeah.
Nice. Well, in addition to that car wreck that I just learned about, I know that there's been no shortage of traumatic events in your past and ongoing. I mean, I know there's health issues to be dealt with ongoing. I know that Prince Metal is a heart disease that is part of your life and has informed. You've sort of processed dealing with that through your songs a lot. Can you talk about how that disease has influenced your music?
It really has. I've been having chest pain for about 7 years, slowly, gradually getting worse. And at first it was just like an anxiety patient, chest pain, young, you have anxiety. And I was like, yeah, I probably do. And then it got really, really bad after the car accident. And I would wake up every night at 3:30 in the morning with this intense burning and crushing pain in my chest and my back. And it was like, imagine like getting stabbed with a knife. Like it was like the most, I didn't know pain could feel like that, like you thought you'd had it with like your cramps and stuff. And then you have that and you're like, and so we went to the hospital. I don't have artery blockages. I'm not the type for a heart attack. So they're like, we don't know what happened, but your EKG is really bad. So we don't know what to do with you. And it just took 6 different cardiologists and then a giant team at Cedars-Sinai and students. So there was about 12 people involved. And then we figured out I had Prince Metal angina, which is a super rare disease. It's where your coronary arteries spasm shut and mimic a heart attack like a blockage. And you can get it from stress and trauma or doing drugs. But I think mine was from stress and trauma. And enough weird autoimmune conditions that my body was just ready to do something weird and wild. So it's been about 2 years, and I'm functioning again. I'm making music. I'm making music videos sitting on top of cars. At the beginning, I was in bed for probably the first year. I couldn't walk. And so I did a lot of writing then. But it definitely reshapes the way you see the world, because I just normally take everything for granted. We try not to, but we do. And now every day I'm so stoked that I get another one, and I'm like, wow, it's pretty sky. I'm breathing great. And so the little things you appreciate a lot more once you've been in the ICU 3 times.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, good. I'm not glad that you have had that experience, but the way that you are processing and dealing with it seems to be, as healthy as possible. I'm glad you had access to those medical professionals as well. I mean, it sounds like,
yeah, me too.
That could have gone a different way.
It did for a while. We had a celebrity doctor come in, and it went off course for about 6 months. And she said, you have panic disorder. And then I was like, well, why are my EKGs like that? And she's like, I don't know. And I was like, okay. And she was, she stalled and then someone saw something on a CT angio, and they were like, oh, this is not panic disorder. You have heart disease. And I was like, heart? That's what like old guys get. What? Like, I'm a baby. Like, what? So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got there's more of your music to share, I think. So we're doing Santa Baby next, which the video premiered like an hour ago, right?
Yeah, it did. So super mood switch. So this is super fun, and also learning to roller skate with heart disease was interesting, but I did it, and I'm really proud of it. So enjoy it.
All right, Santa Baby is coming up right now.
Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight.
right. Thank you. Thanks for sharing the videos and the performance with us. We appreciate it very much. Do we have my notes say out on Italians Do It Better in 2021? Is that do you know the dates or titles? Can you talk about specific titles or any of that stuff, or is it just out in 2021?
Out in 2021.
Okay. Nice. Well, Sorry. Did anyone else? Well, it doesn't matter. I just heard something crazy in my ears. We are about to.
I didn't.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we'll stay tuned for when the record comes out. And yeah, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and your weekend.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right.